Hey there guys, what's up? It's TrueRizzy here, and how are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Had a pretty nice day. I slept in really late though, so I didn't get to upload any videos, which kind of sucks. I need to get my sleep schedule put together. Sorry about that guys, I apologize. I deeply, deeply apologize. But anyway, at least I got videos now. So first I'm going to talk about, hey, look at the bottom of the video. See that thing down there? Look at that, is that not awesome? But anyway, let me get to my topic of this commentary. The topic of this commentary is going to be about Halloween. I know that it's November 2nd, and Halloween was like 2 days ago, but I still want to talk about it because I didn't get the chance to upload my video. So Halloween, in case you don't know what Halloween is, if you live in somewhere that doesn't celebrate Halloween, Halloween's basically this. You basically dress up to be something scary, or, I mean, nowadays people dress up as anything, but you dress up in a costume, and you wait for it to get kind of close to dark time, and then you go outside with, if you're younger, you go with your parents. If you're a little bit older and you still go trick-or-treating, then you go by yourself or with friends. I recommend going with friends so that you don't get raped, you know, but that's just me. But you go out with you usually have like a bag or a pillowcase, and you're going out and you're ringing random people's doorbells saying trick or treat, asking for candy, and you hope that they give you candy. And so you end up going home with a 5-pound bag of candy, and you you eat it all that night, and you're on a sugar high. But that's basically what Halloween is, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I didn't go trick-or-treating this year. Well, I did go, sort of. I went with my girlfriend and her little sister, but I wasn't dressed up and I wasn't asking for candy, so technically I didn't go, and that was later on. But what I wanted to talk about was what happened when I was at my house. So I had all kinds of little kids and other older kids coming to my house trying to trick-or-treat and all that good stuff, and I had candy. I went out and bought some candy so that I could hand out to the people. But the thing is, I had 2 piles of candy. I had like 2 bowls. One bowl was filled with all the good candy. You know, you got all your good candy in there, your candy bars and the Snickers, Milky Ways, Three Musketeers, Reese Cups, all that good stuff that you want to get on Halloween. And then in the other bowl, I had the shit candy, the candy that consisted of mints, gumballs, Twizzlers, all that nasty stuff, all the candy that you don't want to get. And what determined who got what was, if you came to my house and you were a little kid and you were dressed up in a really good costume and you were polite and all that stuff, then you would get the good candy. Usually if they were younger kids, I would give them the good candy just because they're younger and they're supposed to be trick-or-treating. But if you were an older kid, in order to get the candy, you had to be dressed up in a really good costume. Like, it had to be a nice costume and I would give you candy. But see, what surprised me, actually it really didn't surprise me, but I found it really stupid. I would have kids, even younger kids, that would come up, they would ring the doorbell, I'd open the door, and then they would just stand there. They would just stand there and stare at me. They would stare at me like I was stupid or something, and I would be like, what do you want? Why did you ring my doorbell and just stand there? It's like they expect me to give them candy. All they have to do is ring my doorbell, and then I give them candy. They're supposed to say trick or treat, but half of these kids didn't know how to do that, so they just rung the doorbell and waited for me to give them candy, and I was like, what do you want? And they sat there and they stared at me like I was completely stupid, and I really wanted to just say, wait, you rang my doorbell, so you need to say what you want. Say trick or treat. Parents are raising kids these days to not say trick or treat or something. It's the whole point of Halloween. You need to say trick or treat. You don't just ring someone's doorbell and stand there and stare at them like, really? What does that even mean? Like, I don't even know. Anyway, I had people that would do that. And then I also had other people that would come to my house, and they'd be older kids, you know, high schoolers like my age, and they'd come to my house and they'd ring the doorbell and they'd be wearing no costume whatsoever, and they'd have like beards, and they would just expect me to give them candy. And I would give them the shit candy, of course, because, for one, you didn't dress up at all. You came wearing, like, a jersey Or I even have people just come in jeans and a t-shirt. Like, really? Come on. What is this? You expect me to just give you free candy because you didn't even dress up? That's pointless. They're leechers. It's pathetic. I don't see why they would just come up to my house like that. And on top of that, they were like, how old? They were my age or older, and they're still going out trying to collect candy. They had beards and stuff. I really don't understand why you would do that. And it just didn't make sense why people would still try to get candy at that age. Or they would come up, another thing, they would come up to my door, and they'd be really rude. They'd, like, ring the doorbell, and they'd be like, trick or treat, and I'm all not enthusiastic at all, just be like, trick or treat. And then when I gave them the poop candy for the way they acted, and the fact that they didn't dress up, then they'd get all mad at me, and when they walked away, they'd be like, asshole, or something like that. Walk through my yard, just be completely rude and inconsiderate. And I found it really ridiculous. I just don't understand people these days. But that was my Halloween rant, my Halloween special for you guys. I wanted to talk about Halloween and get it out there for you. Tell you guys how my Halloween was and how kids are being raised these days, not being respectful, polite, and they're not saying trick or treat. So if you got a kid, or if you're a kid that goes trick or treating, make sure that next year you say trick or treat, because it's not nice if you don't. But that's all. Hey there guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to drop the like below. If you're new around here, you can find the subscribe button in the top left hand corner. Here are 2 videos that you may have missed, so please be sure to check them out. And on the right, there's a mystery video. Have a wonderful day.